They say it's all about who you know. And that can be true, but here's how to do it without knowing anyone. Because when I started in the film industry, I knew somebody that pulled me in. But since then, I've seen how you get in without knowing anyone. There are two avenues that you can go through. There's the union route. This is through things like IATSE, the Directors Guild, or there's the non-union route. The union route covers more large feature films, TV shows. A lot of the household name actors are in these productions. This is what I got started out in. And then there's the non-union world, which is commercials, music videos, indie films, stuff like that. So if you want to get started in the union world, you want to work on the biggest productions, you're gonna start off lower on the ladder. That's just a fact. That's where I've started and how I've been moving myself up, but it's just a fact. You get in at the lowest possible level. I was basically security when I started, and then moved up to like a production assistant, and then moved over to a camera assistant from there. The way I got that was a friend of mine called me up. He was doing the security thing and was like, hey, do you want to come out and do this a couple days a week, whatever? I was like, sure. So he did that, eventually understood how the set runs and everything, moved up to a production assistant, got some more work there, figured out how to go through the camera department, and then transferred over. Now, if you don't have that connection, something I saw a lot of people do that you might still be able to do before it completely goes away is getting in the COVID monitor department, or the health and safety department as it's sometimes called. A lot of people who were film students, a lot of people who wanted to get their feet wet on film sets got in during this period. There's a wardrobe stylist I work with who started out as a COVID monitor and then transferred over to wardrobe. It's a low risk way to get in, see what department you want to work in, make those connections, and then transfer over. If you don't have that kind of connection, look up different location support companies. This is like security. It's like a lower risk security. That's what I started as. Look up film industry location support in whatever area you are. Find the companies that do that, call them up and say, hey, I see you're doing this. If you need anyone, I'm interested, I'm available. Here's my number, whatever. And then if you do enough of that, you can usually get out on set. Another way to do this is contact production companies saying, hey, if you need a production assistant, if you need an office PA, an office production assistant is not a unionized position, so it's easier to get in at that level. You can email production companies saying, if you need an office PA, here's what I've done, here's my resume, whatever. If you don't have a lot of film credentials, that's okay. Just put your hat in the ring anyways. The worst they can say is no. If you need anyone, I'm interested, I'm available. Here's my number, here's my email. And you might just get one yes, and that yes is all you need because that'll put you on that production, and then they usually carry you over into the next production. People like to work with the people that they get along well with if they like you. So you do that, and then you can see the different departments. You can interact with people, you can network on the job. You can get paid to network, and then that's how you can learn where in the film industry you want to go, how you can transfer over. You can also look if different unions have apprenticeship programs that you can enter. For example, the camera department, a lot of them have a trainee program that you can enter. There's wardrobe apprentices. There's a whole lot of different departments that will offer some kind of apprenticeship. And if you're in film school, if you're just out of film school, try applying to these. And if you don't get in the first year, that's okay. I know people who haven't. Apply the second year, get more credits and stuff like that. And then maybe they will take you on. For the non-union side, this is where things get a little muddier because there's no like, oh, go do this, and then maybe you can get a chance to go on set, and then it goes from there. For the non-union world, it's a little trickier, but you can move up faster. So for me, I'm a union camera assistant, but I'm a non-union director of photography and camera operator because I can take that work, show it to the union in a few years, and then go up the ladder quicker. That's at least my viewpoint on it. But what you do is find student films, find indie features, find music videos, find commercials. At the start, it's going to be lower stuff. If you have a camera, shoot your own stuff if you want to be shooting. If you have friends in film school who are directing, who are cinematographers, find them, find whatever they're working on, and offer to do whatever position you want to be on those things. You won't start off making money at first, because you have to build up a reel, a portfolio. You can get your credits that way, so you show that you can do the job. Then, over time, those people will probably start getting paid work that you're working with and will take you with them. The other way is to find other people doing that thing and say, hey, I've worked with so-and-so on this and this and this. I would like to work with you. If you need somebody, let me know. I've done this. I know friends who have done this. It's how you move up those ladders. It's how you make those connections. It's how you network. You will do that, but with paid gigs. And then once you have a reel, if you are a cinematographer, if you are a director, you can start approaching production companies and record labels and different clients to say, hey, I've done X, Y, Z. I would like to do this for you. Let me know. We can discuss project rate, etc. And then you can build from there. Your day rate will start off low at first. Your camera kit will start off low at first, and over time it will build up because you'll work on higher budget projects. You'll work with better paying clients, and slowly you'll work your way up. And then if you want to move over into the long format world of long format TV shows and large feature films, then you can take your work from here, show it to the unions, and say, hey, I've done this, can I join? And then they might be like, yes. They might be like, no, come back later. So it all depends, but that is how you get in to the film industry on either level if you don't know anybody. Because yes, it's great if you know somebody that you can call and be like, hey, how do I do this? Can I get, like, what did you do? And they can pull you along. I've had people in my life that have done that with me, but not everybody has that. So this is how you do it if you don't. It's a long journey, but it can be a worthwhile one. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing to join along this journey with me. As always, remember to work hard, rest often, and I'll see you on the next one.